Hi guys, welcome back. It's just me today because I'm filming this makeup look right here. You guys are distracting me. I'm just talking about how I do my makeup and tips and things and what? Get out! It's my intro by myself, not you.
Turn around.
It's just me today. So that's it. This is just my makeup look, and if you guys want to see what I did, how I did it, and learn new things about makeup, just keep watching. Oh my god. Alright, so I do want to make a few disclaimers before we get started. I want to say that I am not certified in makeup at all. I've just been watching a lot of videos throughout the years, and I practiced on people before, and that's pretty much where my experience comes from. Also want to say that makeup is subjective. You know, everyone likes different things, and you like what you like when it comes to makeup. If you guys have any tips for me, however, let me know down below. I always like to learn more when it comes to makeup. If I can do something, make something easier, make something look better, I would love to know. So let me know in the comments. And also, if there's any makeup that you guys want to recommend to me or that you think that I should try, I would love to also try that. So let me know down below. And let's get started for reals this time. A few things to know in order to achieve a flawless look is you have to know your skin type. Are you oily? Are you dry? Are you combo? You just have to know. It's good to know your skin type. That way you know what products to use. So for me, I'm on the drier side, especially in the winter time. I need a lot of hydration, so I do use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. It's a primer and a moisturizer, but I don't use it as my moisturizer. I just use it as primer before makeup, and I find that it hydrates my skin really well. And if you see me looking down, I have a mirror here, so it does a really good job in hydrating my skin, and it keeps my makeup looking really nice all day as well. Find what works for you. Ask around, do your research. I do a lot of research on makeup. I watch a lot of videos, like I said earlier. Also, a good tip, make sure your hands are always clean before touching your face. And that goes into my next thing. Skincare is the most important part of your makeup. You cannot have a flawless look if your skin does not look good underneath. I'm not saying I have the most perfect skin, but I do invest in my makeup and my skincare. I get facials. You know, if you're having any type of skin issue, it's good to go see a dermatologist or an esthetician, and they'll let you know what you need. And do facials, like I said, and just make sure you have a good skincare routine. It doesn't have to be expensive. My skincare routine, it's not expensive whatsoever. But I would say for sure skincare is way more important than any foundation you can buy, any concealer, anything. It's really important for you to have great looking skin. Getting color matched is really important as well, because you want to make sure that you have the right foundation, you know. So after I prime, I usually go straight into foundation. Well, it depends on my makeup look, because if I'm doing something that has a lot of fallout, like eyeshadow that has a lot of fallout, I'll try to avoid doing my base first, because I don't want my, this area to get messed up with the eyeshadow. I've been wearing the Lancome one for years now, I would say. I tried switching before, like when it runs out, I try something else, but I always go back to this one because I just like the way that it makes my skin look. And that's the thing with makeup. You just have to, it's trial and error, you have to find what you like. Literally going to get samples of makeup, trying it on, wearing it for the whole day, taking pictures with flash to see how it looks. This one has really good coverage as well. That's also very subjective. Do you want to have a lot of coverage? Do you want to have sheer coverage? It depends on you. When it comes to applying your foundation, the way it works best for me is if I want it to have the most coverage, I go in with a brush, like I'm doing now. So I'll use a brush. This one's from Real Techniques. I'll go in with a brush, but sometimes I'll go in with my sponge after and like make it so it can look really, you know, flawless. A brush helps to pack it on and it gives you the most coverage. If you go in with the sponge, it's gonna look nice as well, but it will shear out your foundation, so it won't have as much coverage. So I'll usually go in after, and you know, just in case there's any lines or anything, I'll what's that word? You know what I'm trying to say with the foundation. So then I do the rest of my face. Now, people say, you know, don't drag it or swipe it, but that's the reason why I go in with a sponge after, so that there's no lines. Like if I'm swiping, there's gonna be lines, but I'll just go in and, you know, push the lines in and like, I don't know the word. What's the word? Like there's lines and then you like, with the sponge. Wow. I'm such a great YouTuber. I'm so good at explaining things, am I not? Drag it down to your neck just to be extra sure that everything looks even. Okay, and also, please, you guys, match your foundation to your neck. Get the foundation, put it on your hand, use your fingers and put it right here on your neck to match, you know, your neck with your face. That's the best way to find your foundation color. So once I'm done with my foundation, I will go in with concealer. So I'll usually go in here, 2, and then 3. I can't even see. I need my glasses. So I'll go again here, 2, 3. So that part of my face, I like it to be highlighted. Then in order to even everything else out, I'll go in here, just a swipe, here, and then down the bridge of my nose and on my Cupid's bow. So I'll go down the bridge of my nose, and then here, and then right there. It's good to go about 2 shades lighter than your foundation. That would be the ideal match for your concealer. Since I don't feel like this is bright enough for my face, I'm gonna go in with, I would say a shade lighter than the concealer I just put on. So this is the concealer I just put on, and this is the shade, I would say that's lighter, like a shade lighter. So I'm gonna put that in basically the same areas that I just highlighted, but I'm gonna just put a little bit because I know that if I overdo it, I'm gonna have like a white cast, and that's not gonna be cute. And that's also by Shape Tape. I just love the concealer. It gets enough coverage for me, and it's not too drying for my under eyes. And make sure when it comes to your under eyes, if you have an issue with creasing, just keep blending upwards until all the creases go away. Because that's one of the main issues with creasing, is that you're not blending it enough. But it could also be that your concealer is not the right fit for you. So just try experimenting with different concealers. Or it could be that you need hydration under your eyes. So make sure to always use a good eye cream. So after I'm done blending my concealer, I usually go right in with powder. And I use the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I use a small brush because I feel like it's more precise. I do not bake with this powder because it will give me a cakey look. So I will go in and press it onto my under eyes and wherever I concealed, and then I'll quickly just swipe the rest of the product away, and I feel like that works best for me. I'm gonna go in next with bronzer. My man's, he bought me this set, the Casey Holmes collab with Physicians Formula. So I'll just use all of this. I've never used it before, but I think it'll be easier than going back. I was gonna use my Morphe palette, my 350. Is this a 350? Yeah, I was gonna use the 350, but I think it's just better and it's great anyway. So kind of like a first impression and see how it works out for me. So let's get into the eye makeup. Since I already used concealer on my eyelids, I'm just gonna go straight into the eyeshadow. And what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna go in with No Filter, which is this color here. I'm gonna go with that on the crease. Then I'm gonna go with this one on the outer corner. And then I'm gonna finish it with this on my lid. So you do wanna go in with a fluffy brush like this one. The best way that I find my crease, which is like right here, is looking down when I have a mirror. I have a mirror and I just look down at it like this. I could see my bone right here, and that's pretty much where you want to apply the first color. So I'm going to start here and go right here. So I'm putting this directly on where my crease is. I'm going to start blending it back and forth. And depending on how you want it to end up looking, you can smoke it out this way, or you could just leave it like how I'm gonna leave it right here, like this. It just depends on what you feel like you want to do. So just keep blending, blend, blend, blend. And this is the part that should take you pretty much the longest, because you want to make sure that everything is, you know, blended. Duh. And I'm going to take a smaller brush, which is this one. You see how it's way smaller than the one next to it, but it's still fluffy. So that fluffiness is going to help blending the two colors together. And with this, you want to be careful not to take it up too high. So you want to keep the color like right here on the outer. Keep this color like right under your bone, your crease bone, because if you take it all the way up here, you're not going to be able to see this color that you just blended out for a few minutes. So just leave it down here. You can drag the rest here, but like I said, try not to blend it up higher, because then that's when you're going to lose the color on the top, the first color that we put down. One way to deal with under eye fallout, if you've already applied your base, is to get some powder. Let's swipe this away. So usually it does a good job at swiping away, but just put some more powder right underneath. That way, when you're all done, you can just swipe it away. That's a tip for if you've already applied your base and you still want to do your eyeshadow. I'm going in with the first brush that I used, and I'm just gonna, with no product, I'm just gonna blend out the second color we put down. Then I'm gonna go in with more of the second eyeshadow, just to deepen that up a little bit more, since I lost some color while I was blending. I'll just go back in, and we're gonna have to go back a couple times actually. After I put my lid color, we'll probably go back in again. But you see how I'm just focusing it right here and letting the top color do its thing. Just leave this here. You do not want to mix these two colors together, because then you're going to lose it. You're going to lose that that like gradient that we're going for. So just keep it in one area. All right, next I'm gonna use my finger to get the green and just pack it onto my lid. I feel like that's easier for me, and it also gives the most payoff of color when you just use that. I'm gonna go in with this outer color and I'm gonna drag it a little bit more right on top of that green with a smaller brush. That way you can see it more. It's kind of flat, but on the top it's like rounded. So that'll help with, again, the precision and the placement of the color. So I'm going to put a little bit and dust the rest, the excess. And you'll see how I'm going to pack it right on top of this green so that this can connect. You'll see. You got to keep it right here. Do not blend this any more than you should. Keep it right there. And just go back and forth when you're blending this part. So now you're able to see this more. And the last step is we're gonna go in with the first shade we put down and blend all this top part out. This time I will put more product on it. Before I was just blending with no product, just whatever was on the brush. But now I'm gonna put a little bit more and blend the rest out. And when you're blending this part, just try to keep your brush right on top of the darkest color and blend in circular motions outwards as well. That way you can get the most effective blend out of this. I like how I said that I wasn't going to end up dragging it out, but I did anyways. These colors, they're not my favorite. They're not really blending that well. I don't know if you could tell in this area right here how patchy it is, but it's okay. We make it work. I'm going to end up taking the Morphe shade. This shade right here for my brow bone. And I'm also going to put this color right here in the inner corner. The thing with makeup, it looks crazy at first, but once you put lashes and all that, it ties in together. But sometimes also lashes do not help. Nothing, it's just done. You just messed up. You just gotta throw the whole makeup look away. Hopefully that's not what we have to do today, but we'll see. I'm actually gonna go back in with that green and add some more because it got lost. It got lost in the blending process. I'm gonna go back in with it. Just pack it on with my finger and look like Christmas. For the bottom lash line, you pretty much do the same thing that you did on the top, just backwards. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the green right here on the bottom. Then I'm gonna go in with a darker color underneath it, and then I'm gonna blend the whole thing out with the color that I blended this whole thing out. Does that make sense? Good. We're taking the green on a angled brush. That way you can pack it right under the lid, under the eyelash, what is that called? Wow. Such a beauty guru. I'm done. I'm just done. I'm packing the green right underneath, right here. Whatever this is called, I forgot. I know the name. I just don't know why I forgot. Then I'm going to use the other side of the angled brush, and I'm going to go in with the darkest color and blend out that green. Then I'm going to go in with the brush that I used to blend out the top color. I'm going to use that same brush and blend this whole thing out. So that's one eye done. I'm going to do the other eye off camera, and then I'll be back to do the lashes and finish off the look. Okay guys, so I did both eyes now. What I'm gonna do is dust off this powder. Okay, now we do lashes. And I just want to say before I put them on, to measure them on your eye and cut off whatever you need to. Just make sure that it's as comfortable as possible for you. Comfortable as possible on your eye. Because if it's too long, it's going to be poking you on the corners. It's going to make your eyes watery. It's going to be a mess. Just make sure that you have good eyelash glue, because if your lashes are not glued on correctly, it's going to make your eyes look like weird. Also, another tip before applying your falsies is to curl your lashes. That way it can have them sitting right up. Does that make sense? I suck at explaining things. Wow. So I'm going to pop these on and then I'll be right back. If you want to see how I put on my lashes, how I cut them, all that, you can also request that down below and I'll be happy to film it. So my lashes are on, kind of. Lastly, we're going to warm up the face by using bronzer. I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush and just... This thing is like falling apart as I'm dipping my brush into it. So a good tip is just like if you had something straight like this, follow from the top of your ear down. You see that line? You see that's where you place your bronzer. A little under the chin to slim out the face. And then on your temples to make your forehead appear smaller. Because your girl out here with the 5 head. And just do the same thing to the other side. I'm going to use the same bronzer. And I'm just going to follow the natural line that the shadows already created. Do this, blend it. And then do the other side. And if you've applied too much, like I did, go back in with your sponge or brush, whatever you used. Just go over it. And another tip for making your bronzer look more on point is get some powder and I'm going to use the brush I use for under my eyes. And I'm going to put some powder on it. Oh my gosh, my ears. And then I'm just going to go right under the bronzer. To sharpen that up a little bit. And do the same thing to the other side. We're going to finish this off with blush. When you smile, you put it on the apples of your cheeks, so they're right there. I don't know how pigmented this is. Okay, so after you look like a clown, I'm just kidding. I put some here just because I don't even know why I do it, but. And again, if you ever apply too much blush or too much of something, just go over it with whatever you use to put your foundation on. I'm gonna calm down. And then go over it. I like to finish off with highlight. So I'm gonna get a highlight brush. Oh, it seems like really glittery. We'll see. So with highlight, again, wherever the light naturally hits. So the light for me naturally hits like right here in this area on my brow bone. It's like this C shape. That's where you want to put your highlight. So you start there. And then just put it right there where your brow bone is. And just connect it. Also, if you look directly straight, if you want your highlight to show, just put it like right there. That way you're not like this all day, like, look at my highlight. You could just look at someone and it's right there. And then with my finger, I'll usually go down the bridge of my nose and on the tip of my nose. Down the bridge. I usually keep it like right here though. I don't go all the way down. Cause then it's gonna, the light's gonna make your nose look longer. Just gotta play around with makeup. Just play around with it till you find what you like. Then I'm gonna take some of that highlight, put it in the inner corners. And why not? Just pop it on here too. Go crazy. Alright, after that's all done, that's when I'll go in and set it with my... This is the best setting spray in my opinion. It lasts all day, all night. The all-nighter Urban Decay. And that's basically all I do when I'm... This is my going to the movies makeup. The only reason that I'm going somewhere is because I made this video. I was like, why am I gonna film a whole video with my makeup done for no reason? My man had the audacity to say, for the video, that's it? I was like, you're not gonna take me anywhere? For that reason, we're going to the movies. Anyways, you wanna do the outro with me?
Anyways.
I hope it's still filming, but...
It is, it's red.
This is the finished look.
It's a beautiful look, by the way.
Thank you.
Looks nice.
Thank you. Well...
I'm gonna go take her out because she looks so good.
Why are you lying to the people? I literally just told them the whole story.
Anyway.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's my first ever makeup tutorial or how I do my makeup or whatever you want to call it.
I told Vanessa to do this a long time ago.
I know, he literally did a long time ago.
Yeah.
For years he's been telling me to do this. I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you do want to see more, I'll be happy to film whatever you request. I've always wanted to do this. I just never really, I don't know, I was just scared, I guess.
Yeah, she was scared, but now we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Because she's so good at it. Can't you guys tell?
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, we'll see you guys in our next video. Bye.
Bye. Hello. What you doing? See, I'm about to do a makeup tutorial. I'm going to do my look for my morning naps. Okay. Yeah. Say hi, everyone. Hi. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's what you're going to start with? And then what? What's next? I don't know. What is next? Oh, okay. And then? Okay, ready? Mia. 5, 6, 7, 8. Dance, dance, Mia. Dance, dance, Mia. Oh, that's it? That's all you're gonna give us? That's it.
That's it? Okay.
Yeah. Don't want dancing. Because I just woke up from a nap. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Are you serious? Yeah, are you serious?
She wants to be alone.
You want to show everybody your
kid?
costume? Your costume. She said my costume. Yeah. Say, I'm going to be a pumpkin. Yeah. I'm going to be a pumpkin. See? She's going to be a pumpkin. Yeah. See, that's my costume, everybody. Yeah, that's her costume. Mm-hmm. Oh, don't show them yet? Okay, don't show them yet. It's gonna be a surprise. Ooh.
So, am I talking fast? Oh my gosh. I'm like to find the best match. That's the best way to match. Why? It's just gonna set the ways that, you know. Okay. That was useless. I don't even know what I'm saying.